absolutely the deepest drain we've ever tried to change in a shower.
Why?
It was almost 3 feet below the surface of the concrete. So we had our worker bees digging that up. We did that in-house with our employees, but look how deep that is. Let's go get the update on the room addition. Still waiting on this door to be completed on the inside because we're using it as an access point, and then we'll finish the masonry. All the outside's been done except for that, but this makes it convenient for the client. So we primed the walls here, but still waiting on that wall. We'll go right through to see the progress that's been done on the bathroom here. So we have all the cabinetry installed, and we had the countertops, which are quartz, being measured today. Some of the things
color?
they're keeping. I actually don't remember the color on this one, but look at the nice light colors.
And they're like, it's rounded.
You can see they're all plywood cabinets with hardwood fronts, so this is not particle board. And all of the drawers, as you can see, are dovetail joints with solid wood sides on them, which is a really, really nice drawer. And all the glides are undermount, so that it doesn't take up space, use up even valuable space. Every inch is a premium. And then the soft close features. Of course, we've seen that elsewhere, but the soft close features are really nice too. It makes everything last longer. Let's look inside the shower, Morgan. Interesting little space, working with space. We have to worry about clearances from the toilet to meet codes. We also had a very interesting situation. This is absolutely the deepest drain we've ever tried to change in a shower.
Why?
It was almost 3 feet below the surface of the concrete. So we had our worker bees digging that up. We did that in-house with our employees, but look how deep that is.
Why was it so deep?
I don't know. This could be the last drain on a house coming down, and maybe perhaps it runs to the sewer from here, and they keep getting lower, you know, as the gravity fall on the piping comes down in the foundations. It keeps getting lower and lower, and it's probably connecting to the sewer drain right there.
It is a long house, so.
It is, and so there's probably multiple drops, and each one has to keep getting lower and lower to tie into it. But we've got it moved now to the center of the shower. It's going to be a really nice shower. It was a small shower, and now it's a very large shower. We keep the glass block. We didn't have to take that out. Putting in a big niche, as you can see right here. That's all blocked out for it. And all of this will be waterproofed, and probably the next time we come we'll see that, or maybe even some tile on it. One of the things we do a lot is move the PEX piping. We use the PEX piping on it because it doesn't have any of the problems associated with copper. Of course, the valves are all copper, very good, nice brass with copper fittings on those, and then it's transferred and converted into the PEX. And what we like to do is put the valves close when you enter the shower. The reason for that is you don't have to get under the shower and get wet, and usually that would be cold water for the first few seconds. So you can just reach in and turn that on right there. And we don't charge for moving them anywhere. It's the same price for a shower valve no matter where we put it. The heads can be any multiple locations, and that's just what custom showers should be like.
That's good.
A little interesting point about what's in here. You notice that this has a lot of dirt and soil in it. When we did the foundation, they were actually digging in deep like this, and then we told them they could not, you cannot use that type of dirt for fill. It's because it's expansive. Now this isn't a big deal here because it's so small. You're not going to get a lot of movement. And that rebar is going to be drilled. More rebars will be put in there, and it'll be really strong. But on a big situation where you've got potential movement and settling, you cannot use soil. The soil that's already there can be used because it's been compacted over hundreds or even thousands of years. But when you disturb it, and we've all seen the situation where you dig a hole and you can't put the the dirt back in it, it's because it has a lot of air in it, which means that if you were to put pressure on that over a period of time, it would start to settle. So your concrete foundation would settle. So you want to use non-compactable fill, non-expansive. You want it to be compactable but not expansive. And when water gets into soils, it expands and contracts too. That's another bad thing about it. So when you're filling, you have to take out the dirt. You have to put in crushed limestone. That's what we use, or you can use sand. And so we'll be doing that in here, and then maybe we'll get to see on the next video the structural reinforcement that we do in a project like this. Now, another thing that we noticed, I believe the last time we were here, we looked at the mold. Now, it's all been treated. It was not structurally deficient. The wood was still in good shape. It was still solid. And so we didn't have to replace it. We did do some furring out here, as you can see. Some new wood is in here for blocking and so forth. But in general, you don't need to do more damage. A lot of the HG shows will show you go overboard on this stuff, and that's not really what's necessary. Yeah, they really act like it's going to be a major expense, and we can do this very, very reasonably. Treating it, it meets all standards for insurance, for habitation, for cleanliness. We used Microban. It's an antimicrobial. Will continue to kill for up to 2 years, and you stop the water source. And the water source in this particular project was the bad shower pan, the bad failing waterproofing that they didn't do correctly, and that's what caused the moisture. So we've got rid of that problem. We do our new shower pan, and our new waterproofing will be on all the walls, and then we just needed to kill that mold, and so we did that. And we didn't even charge them anything to do that either.
Oh, so it's not like one of those surprise $5,000 things.
Big surprise that's not gift wrap for the client. We don't want to do that. So we do it as part of our work. We already know that it's probably going to happen on most showers anyway. So we have that already figured in, that we're going to just spray it if we need to. The same guys that did the demolition sprayed it and took care of it. Then we put a fan on it and let it air out. We'll be finishing that when we finish all the interior woodworking of the shelving in the closet. That's going to be a lot of fun. But we are timing it so that the trades can still come in and out of this exit that we've created. Now this exit goes away, and then we do the finish work on it. But it's going to be fun to see what we do to these walls as well as the interior walls. This will be one of the first closets, custom closets that we have on video, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. I hope y'all are too. I love seeing the progress on these jobs. Wish I could be to every job on Friday. But we'll be back to this one again, hopefully next Friday.